Okay, so we're just giving people a little time to come in. Make sure that you are smashing that notification bell. You can also share this live if you like, or tag a few people that you think this would be good for. And don't be shy, because this is a place to discuss things. You don't have to be a veteran to really have input, because I learn from people every day in the lives and in life. So this is not a place where if you're not seasoned, you can't speak up. This is a place to kind of get the discussion going, to kind of get the mind brewing, so we can all make money in the beauty industry, okay? And you can invite people or share with people who may not necessarily be nail techs, because this is anyone in the beauty industry or for an entrepreneur overall. So just sit back and we'll come on soon. Thanks for your support. This track is so funny to me. I just had to throw it in because the emotions be running high, honey. But I'm coming soon. Just hold on. Just giving people time to come on in. Get what you need to get. We're starting soon. You all couldn't hear me, could you? Hello, hello, hello. That was the latest smock, designs. Everybody said you should make a smock that says designs. And so I did, and I have it here, but I don't want to put it on today because it's just been a rough. I'm not even going to talk about it, but it's just know that it's some BS going on right now in my world, and it's something I have no control over. And it's just like, what can I do? Nothing. So I decided to come on YouTube and use you all. And I said, you know what? I got some stuff we need to talk about anyway. So yay. But you know what? Let me see something real quick. I was giving everyone a chance to log in, and this is a Q&A because I have something I want to talk about, but I don't think it's going to go that deep. I don't want to get too preachy. You know how I can get. So I don't know. Well, hold on. Uh, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. Now we are live on Facebook and YouTube today. I was in Facebook jail. Facebook is forever putting me in jail because they say I say things. I don't even be saying anything, and they just constantly put me on Facebook jail. But I'm like, let me go live on Facebook too because I'm always in jail there, and it's only right. So Keeping Nettie was the first one here. Hey, Keeping Nettie. We got Beauty Recovery. Hey, how are you? Izzy Nails. Hey, this mixtape 3. Hey, and Beauty Recovery say, how was everyone's weekend? I don't even know what day of the week it is half the time. I really don't. Today is what, Saturday? Yeah. So that's that. So I can't say that I've had the best weekend because I'm not going to talk about it, but I am losing a family member right now very, very suddenly, and I have no control over it. So they're just going to take her off life support. And all of this just happened like within the last couple days, kind of sudden. So I'm just staying busy. It hasn't been the best week. Hey, Phoenix Nails. So far, so good. How about you? I answered that. Oh, you were saying that to her. Okay. Yeah, stay awake. Y'all, come on now. I'm older than most of y'all. Most of y'all. Most of y'all. And I know you're not talking about you trying to stay awake for this live. Honey, wake up. Grab your beverage. Let's get into it. Hey, Sharia Nails. No kiddos tonight. So you sitting here doing some practicing. That's what's up. That's what you should be doing. How do you all like my new lighting? I try to be about what I say, trying to be more consistent, even though I'm in such disarray right now in the space that I'm in. But this is my new lighting. I feel like it's a more even light. I have to tweak it a little bit more, but the ceilings are only so high in here. But I do have a 3-point lighting system, and I feel like it's a more even light. Can you all tell a difference? Hey, Tamika, you are new. Hi, Tamika Marshall. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Never be afraid to speak up and say what you got to say. Ask questions. This is live Q&A. Also, if you want to come on camera, if you want to come on screen, just say so in the comments and put your email address. I will simply send you a link and you can come on camera. And you don't have to be all zhuzhed up, okay? You really don't. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy. So I don't want to talk about that, but like literally somebody's being taken off life support and they're just gasping for air right now. So I'm just like, why are we doing this? But anyway, I just want to say thank you, Chicago. Since watching the $40 chick video, I've changed the way I do my ads. And since I've seen an influx, what you say, girl? You say you seen an influx in sales of your press-ons and services. Thank you. Thank you. You are so welcome. I hope that my information helps people because I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over sometimes. So did you all hear what she said? Since watching that $40 video, she's changed the way she do her ads and she's seeing a difference already. So if you keep doing that, it's going to be a combo effect. It's going to be a combo effect, a combo effect. And then what happens too is, especially Instagram, the algorithm is going to start to help you out even more because they're going to see more interaction with the content, the information that you're putting out. And so the more they see that your information is valid, the more they will help you out. You'll start to see over time that your information, your post will start to get on the discovery page. People say, how do you get on the discovery page? The discovery page, those are posts that get a lot of engagement. And that tells that, and the algorithm is not intelligent, but it's artificial intelligence. So the artificial intelligence is saying that, hey, this is content that people like. So we need to put this on the discovery page. But you have to give the algorithm enough data to say that you're legit. And so if you see something that's working, keep doing it. Keep. Did I say you should keep doing it? And then it'll start to help you and you won't have to spend as much. But keep doing what you're doing. Congratulations. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? The new licensed nail tech here. Yes, and she's been working it and doing it forever. And she positioned herself to be ready. So as soon as she got that piece of paper in hand, she already flying. But now she about to soar because she already set herself. She already put herself in a position. So hey, Chrissy, thank you so much, Phoenix. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But if I go too deep and keep talking about that, I'll get really emotional. So thank you. Yes, new to your lives. Just got your book and trying to rebuild, rebrand, and renew. Thank you. Thank you. Yay. I shouldn't be on here. I should be fulfilling orders because I'm kind of behind, but not like that. But it will be Monday before the post office can do anything anyway. So thank you so much, Poised and Polished. Thank you very much. Hey, Nails by Deborah Lynn. Can't believe we have you here. You blessed us with your presence. Hey, thank you. Thank you. Yes. So, without going too deep into that, but I really appreciate all the comments and everything. So I'm really using you all. But bear with me. But I want to talk to you about a couple of things. And if you have any questions or if you want to come on, you can do that at any time. I got 3 things I want to talk about. So just to give people more time, the main subject of this live was, what was it? I think I put a banner up here. Didn't I put a banner up there? Where is it? I thought I did. Okay, well, we're not going to go over there. It doesn't matter. So the first thing is, how many of you all have Netflix? If you have Netflix, I want you to just go, yes. Just put yes in the comments. Do you have Netflix? Because there's something, I'm giving you all an assignment. Nobody ever really does the assignments, but I really want you to do this assignment. Please tell me, do you have Netflix? Izzy Nail says yes. Thank you, Chicago. I am playing with my ads and I'm getting more people to watch my profile and more business. Reels are awesome. And can you all imagine if it's like this now and the world is not even opened up? Can you imagine? This is the best time to do it. Can you imagine what it would be once the world opens up? Because you got to be strategic as an entrepreneur. We're just entrepreneurs who happen to do nails, right? So you got people that got stimulus checks and it's income tax time. You better jump on and be building your brand now. Build your brand right now. You better get that 30-day nail technician challenge if you don't really quite know where to start and kind of get you in the right frame of mind and give you some weekly assignments. So I'm just saying, okay, so I see that people here have Netflix. So I want you all to look up, during this time, a lot of us are watching way more TV. And I kind of have caught up on almost everything I want to watch. And so I let Netflix just pick things for me. And they brought up this documentary. It was so interesting. I stayed up till like 3 a.m. watching it. The name of this documentary, let me type it in actually, because I want to make sure anyone who watches this afterwards can pull this up too. It's new on Netflix and it's called this. Hold on. This is the name of it. It's called, if you have seen it, let me know. The name of this documentary on Netflix is called Fake Famous. Fake Famous. It's so interesting. It is a documentary that talks about Instagram specifically. And it talks about how the world has changed because everyone can make themselves a celebrity, which is unheard of. So it's just creating this whole influx of people. And it was just talking about it from different angles. But did you all even know that, I didn't know this, in California, there's this pink building with these pink walls. It's like a certain shade of pink. So it's almost like the shade of my sweater, my hoodie, whatever. And this building is a famous, world-renowned, famous wall that everyone wants to come and take pictures in front of. So it's so crazy because I just watched that documentary, like literally day before yesterday. And now when I'm on the gram or whatever, I'm starting to notice different influencers with this pink background. And I never knew that that represented something. It actually represents a certain status symbol or that you made it to this certain area. It's like, I'm at the pink wall. I'm somebody. I'm into this life. I'm about this life, whatever. I never knew. Did you know? Look it up on Netflix. It's called Fake Famous. It is very interesting. So it talks about how people will go through great lengths to make themselves famous. They were talking about how Kim Kardashian, a lot of her followers are fake, and all the a lot of the advertisers know they don't care because it still brings in real people. And they were talking about how a lot of these people, including celebrities like Kim Kardashian, buy bots, BOTS, and they buy these bots to build up their image beyond what it really is. So they went into that and they were saying how the whole bot business, people who are into selling bots, which are fake followers and things, they make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month selling bots. And that is a real thing. And they were saying so many celebrities do it. So they went ahead, they explained everything about the industry, and then they take three people. They said, we're going to do a social experiment and take three people and make them famous, fake famous. This is where I was like, really? Okay. So I don't want to tell too much, but they actually take three people and they make them fake famous. And it was so funny because there is one person who really stood out from the rest because she did everything she was supposed to do. And it was it was it was eye-opening that it was exhausting for her. It was like a positive thing, but it was like the amount of stuff that she learned. She was like, this is not as glamorous as it seems, because a lot of what we see on social media is fake. And I keep telling you all, do not be comparing yourself to what you see on freaking social media. I'm going to tell you one thing in this documentary. And if you're here, nobody's saying anything. So if you are here, can you just let me know? Like wave a hand, say I'm here, whatever, because I'm just because I said, oh, I gotta go live and talk about this. I'm gonna tell you something that I found that was so interesting. Just an example of how people fake. I'm gonna tell you two things because I'm thinking about the documentary. Like, no, tell them these two things. And if you're on Facebook, I can't necessarily see your comments, okay? Okay, just making sure that you all are here. Did you know that? Don't you see how everybody is posting online if they're going out of town? They being flew out somewhere, right? And you always see people looking out the window. Did you know that people can take a damn toilet seat? Yes. People will go to Home Depot and buy a toilet seat. Okay, this is a hack that I knew nothing about until I watched Fake Famous. And they put the darn toilet seat up to the window. And if you catch it at the right angle with your phone, you can look like you're being flued out. Yeah. You can actually, like I have, this is green screen, right? So I can take this green screen or whatever, or take a fake background of like some, I can even just say I want to buy something like a sky, not a sky. What's that? What is that? What is that, y'all? What is that? Clouds. I want to, above the clouds or whatever. You could just print that out and they could have that sheet or however you want to do it. And people are straight up taking toilet seats and putting them up against that and then taking pictures at the right angle. That was one hack they did. Another thing that they do for being flued out, you see all these rappers and stuff, they're always being flued out, or they on a private jet. They always on a private jet, right? Or you always see all these people walking up the stairs on the jet, and then they just act like they're so surprised that somebody's taking their pictures. They're walking up the jet. So they're like walking up the jet stairs like, oh, you're taking a picture of me? Huh? In California, where the pink wall is, you got to watch this, Fake Famous. It was so interesting. When you can go and rent these places for like dirt cheap. I want to say it was like $50 an hour or something. They have actual studios set up, private jet fake studios set up. They have private jet stairs set up. And if you catch it at the right angle, you can't tell that it's a prop. These are freaking props, people. Props. You need to watch Fake Famous so you can wrap your mind around believing in yourself. So you can wrap your mind around being sold a dream. So you can wrap your mind around trying to impress people who don't even have as much as you. They're puppets, a lot of them. They're freaking puppets. You got to watch this documentary. Okay. Now, the one girl, she ran the program to a T, and she actually started to become famous. Like, it was crazy. She started getting endorsement deals. She got invited. You got to watch it. But like, it's three of them. So it's three different aspects to this. And I want you to watch it because one girl was a young white female. One boy was a white young gay male, right? He had just relocated to California. And then the third guy was a black. I don't know what he is. He was so different. I can't androgynous. I don't know. But the third one was like a guy who just moved from Arizona. And it's three different stories, but it's a social experiment. And it just breaks it down how social media goes and how people create these lives. Okay? I want you all to understand, because a lot of people do not believe in themselves. A lot of people feel like, I would never get to that level. And I'm going to translate that into the beauty industry. I've said it so many times, and that's why I say you need to watch Fake Famous. That people be fake famous in their damn self in the beauty industry as well. Okay? People buy bots all the time. Bots are cheap as hell. You can get a set of bots that will follow you and interact with you as low as $4.99. Okay? And it's big business, and even Kim Kardashian and all of them, they do it. And it's a known fact. Okay? Be careful comparing yourself to fake famous. You said, wow, that's a lot of work trying to impress people with fake lives. That's why you got to watch the documentary, because that's the problem. They realized that it was tedious, it was laborious, and it was just like, is it worth it? But really, they were saying in the industry, it is worth it, because if you keep doing it, you actually get real followers. Because, let me tell you, it's worth it. Y'all think about this. Think about this. It's worth it because you get fake followers, but the followers bring you real followers because people are followers. Did you catch what I just threw down? Because I just told you something right there. People are followers. And so fake followers bring followers because people are followers. Okay? And they understand that. And so they allow that. Instagram is well aware. Okay? Hey, Minded Minds, I see you waving. Okay, just to say you here, good. Yikes. I remember watching a documentary where they talked about celebs using fake designer bags and jewelry. That's why you can't get caught up in appearances. This is creepy, in my opinion. Yes, but that is what the world is right now. And it's getting out of control. It is really out of control. And I want you all to watch Fake Famous. If you're laying in the bed, most people got it on their phone. Just sit up and watch it. It's so interesting. I watched it from beginning to end. And then when it ended, I was like, so what happened next? Because I was like, really like, wow, this, and it really happens that way. People do not have these lives that you all think. People do not make all this money doing nails, doing hair, not everybody, most of them are not balling out of control doing what you think. Okay? The people who have, and you got to think about it, people, especially in the beauty industry, people who making it like that and have money like that, they don't really have time to be posting all the time. They're too busy getting it. Like, I just don't know. Like, I'm going to tell you, just from living in Atlanta and working in the beauty industry, the people who had the money were the people behind the scenes. And the people that were really, really like the real makeup artists and the real hairstylists, they were the plainest people in the room. But they were the ones who, were really getting it and had an agent. Like, if you look at Kim Kimble, who's a hairstylist, she does every single person you could think of. She's been in the industry forever. Kim Kimble is very humble, and she's been in the industry forever. She's represented by agency, and she is not flashy. And so if you don't know who she is, you could be at a party with her and she would just mix right in with the room with everyone else, because she's not all about the glitz and the glam. She's too busy getting it. She puts her work out there, but she was hustling and making it happen. She's really making a lot of money. So now she has a hair care line. She has all these things, but she's been in the game forever. She wasn't too concerned about the appearances on social media. It's nice to have the social media, but you're supposed to use social media, in my little humble opinion. You're supposed to use social media to get your baseline ideal clientele and let them do the work for you. And then you won't have to work so hard. Now, that doesn't happen overnight, but that is the basis of how people who really do whatever they do as an entrepreneur, that's how it starts. They go in really hard with their social media. They weed through the people that's a good fit. And once they get the people that's an ideal fit, see, see, see. Notice I said ideal fit. Never did I say book and doing 20 million people a day wearing yourself to the ground. Take your time and weed through to the people that fit what you ideally want to deal with and the price line you want to get. And then they will do the work for you. Over time, your business will naturally, organically grow. It will just organically grow. So I'm just saying, yes, I was amazed, Kim. Yeah. Kim with Kim show and how big. Look, she's pretty humble and she's one of the biggest and the best. I'm going to tell you, and then also I'm going to tell you a little quick story time in a second. I think it's a bad internet connection. I don't know. Okay, so this is a story when I was a makeup artist in Atlanta. Let me know if your connection is okay on your end. I'm just wondering. My mentor, who has done everyone in the industry you can name, from Jay Leno to Tupac, literally. She started having a makeup show. And she still has it. It's happening again in Atlanta this year. Hopefully, COVID. Yeah. But she needed my help with the show. And she flew in. I can't even think of his name, but he's very popular too. Y'all have to forgive me. I told you got to work with me today because my mind is kind of cloudy. But this makeup artist is very big in the industry. Now his page is okay. Last time I looked at it, but he doesn't have like a check mark or anything that I can remember. Because the average person would not even understand or know what to look for in this industry. She asked me to go pick him up because she didn't have time, and they paid to fly him in because he was one of the panelists, and he was paid talent. So when I went and picked him up, I picked him up in Buckhead. He was at a fancy hotel, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think they wanted me to pick him up because I had a Hummer. Okay, I had a white Hummer, and they wanted to kind of impress him. So they wanted me to do that, and I was like, I got it, but I didn't care anyway because I love them. So I picked him up, and this guy is the makeup artist to this day for Mary J. Blige and Angela Bassett. And Mary J. Blige and Angela Bassett are his main clients, meaning that he is literally in their payroll. He's in their budget, meaning that he goes on tour with Mary J. Blige, meaning that he's on set with Angela, meaning that he shows up on set for Angela's interviews, everything. That's the level you want to aspire to be on, okay? And he's not flashy. He's very well groomed and everything, but I had a chance to interview him and just kind of talk to him while I was driving, whatever. And it was just funny because he wasn't a flashy person. He was very humble, and he was just saying how, well, I didn't say his name, so I can tell this other information too, but I really got into it. I was like, what is it like and all that? He was just saying how he loves to travel. Is very tedious when he's traveling because his schedule is very hectic. But, travel with them, you got to unpack, you got to keep creating all these looks and all that. I got that. And then I asked him how much he made a year. And I'm going to tell you, just for Mary J. Blige, should I say this? Give me a second. Let me think about this. Just from working with Mary J. Blige and going on tour, that's just Mary J. Blige. He makes, I don't know if he still works with her, $350,000 a year. $350,000. That was the number he told me. 350,000 a year plus all expenses and everything paid, of course. That's included. But just to travel and go along with Mary J. Blige on her tours, he gets 350 from his agency. See, people are too concerned with being fake famous for people who can't even really afford your budget unless you are playing yourself like a $40 person. But if you really set your sights high and focus on what you're trying to do, the internet is nothing more than a tool to get to the real money. And that's why I want you to watch Fake Famous, because Fake Famous will teach you or show you the one person who was really successful. It led her to the Fake Famous, led her to really being on the track to being famous and getting paid. You get what I'm saying? So if you're gonna do that, it has to have a purpose. It has to have a plan, you know. And that was just what he was being paid from her. Let's not forget that he works with other celebrities as well, but those were his two main, clients. Now, I will tell you that this was some years ago. So this has been like 6 years ago, like that. So I just want to give you an idea of getting caught up in the internet. It's a tool to be used to a certain extent, and you need to understand what's happening with the internet. And that's why I want you all to watch Fake Famous. So I hope that you all like my little story time. You said that is awesome. But guess what? That's the norm. All these big hairstylists and celebrity this and celebrity that. See, people in Atlanta bad for this. They do one damn celebrity and they say, I'm a celebrity this. That don't make you really a celebrity nothing. And my mentor who throws the show, she'll tell you that grinds her gears. You could throw it up there and say it. If that's the case, then I'm a celebrity artist. I've been a celebrity artist many, many times. I've been a celebrity artist since before I moved to Atlanta. Shit, Dwayne Wade was my first person. Antoine Walker, all of them, then moved to Atlanta and did plenty more people. So, I mean, but I don't really throw that out there. If that's the case, I'm a celebrity artist, but I don't bounce on that. I focused on building a clientele who can bring me steady income, you know? So I want you to understand what's happening in the industry, what's happening with social media before you just jump out there and get discouraged because you're not as big as some of these fake pages you're seeing. I'm not saying everybody is fake, but I'm saying that know that there are people who have studied this and they put in a great deal of energy trying to look a certain way. Okay? Okay, just saying. That's it for that. Okay, so like I told you, I was three things I wanted to talk about. That was the first thing. Oh, this is the second thing. I was on the phone with someone and I told her, I said, oh my God, I am going to do a video on this. And she started cracking up. And I said, no, I must because this relates. How many of you all have experienced, I know you have, it doesn't matter what you do, hair, nails, makeup, whatever. How many of you all have experienced someone saying this to you? How much you gonna charge me for XYZ? Hey sis, how you gonna charge me? How much you gonna charge me for XYZ? Hey cuz, how much you gonna charge me for XYZ? How many of you all have experienced that? I'm serious. Like, just let me know. You can just go me in the comments. Please just say me in the comments. Somebody I know was just saying how a lot of people around her, a lot of her sisters and cousins and everything, during the pandemic, people have been more into entrepreneurship more now than ever, right? And so this one particular other family member has started reaching out to everybody who started a business during the pandemic and asking them literally, hey, can you tell me who your suppliers are? And then reached out to another one. Hey, can you tell me how you did this? Can you? And then literally reached out to like 3 or 4 people in the family, asking them basically like, can you give me your connections? Tell me how you did it. So, because they basically, and I'm like, wow, I just started busting up screaming when she was telling me this. I'm like, are you serious? She's like, no, honey. But the funny thing is the family member got tripped up because the last person she reached out to, the person actually has a class for what they have a class for what they do. And so she said, oh, you could take my class. And she quickly, was like, oh, okay, whatever. So it's just so funny because That is what people do a lot. Don't you notice that people go, hey sis, hey cuz, hey friend, hey boo, how much you gonna charge me for XYZ? Don't that do that make you feel some type of way? Because that just grinds my little gears. I'm sorry, maybe it's just me. Tell me. Am I overreacting? Am I? It's an open place to talk. I saw an email address up here, and I wonder something. So, does that grind your gears when people say that? I'm looking through these comments. How do you feel when someone says that to you? Like, how does that come across to you? Because people miss stuff to me. I was reading through the comments to see because I have someone who I think wanted to come on live. And if you're on in here, you need to say something and give me your email address here in the comments so I can email you to come on because I have another nail tech who wanted to chit chat for a second. Okay. You said, no, I feel the same way. I can't tell what their face is. I had a family member do the same to me. Oh, okay. When they say that I charge them extra. Let me tell you how I take that. When people say that, it's usually people that you don't even talk to on a regular basis. It's people that you don't even hear from or really communicate with. And it's just really weird that it's like what it's doing is actually a little bit it's a little bit backdoor manipulation on the mind, on the psyche to say, hey, how much you gonna charge me? Because it's me and you know me. It's saying a few things. Even though people may not mean to do this, people need to be more aware of what they're doing. Because that's one thing it's saying. And you said right because it's meant to make you feel like you're supposed to give them a special price opposed to charging what you charge. Yeah. When people say it like that, it's different. I'm gonna give you a few different examples. Girl, sometimes they don't even ask. They be like, when you gonna hook me up? And yeah, people say stuff like that too. Now that's just outright rude and entitled. You're being rude and you're acting entitled. Because why do I owe you a hookup? Where were you when I was struggling? Where were you when I had to work extra jobs? Where were you when I bought products that didn't work? Where were you? Oh, okay, but I'm supposed to hook you up. Okay, beauty recovery. Me too. Yes. So let me give you a few ways, and I'm just going to give you an example of why it's different. So people who really, really support you. Hey, Sarah, where have you been, girl? You made it. Hey, Chicago. Hey, I see you, girl. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna come back to that. So here's one way a client will say something to you like, if they want to know the price, this is how they'll ask it. Hey, how much do you charge for XYZ? That's one way. Two, how much is XYZ? Two, if I wanted to get XYZ, can you tell me like how much that would be? That's three. Here's number four. Hey, how much you gonna charge me to get XYZ? You see the difference? It depends on the tone too, because they can say, how much you gonna charge me? They'll say, how much you gonna charge me? How much, I want to come to you. How much you gonna charge me? That's number 5 or 6. There is a difference in the tone, and there is a difference in the arrangement of words that play on a person's psyche. And people do not realize they do that because us as human beings, we all have this certain level of manipulation. We know how to say certain things a certain way to get what we want. And it happens even with us in the beauty industry, any entrepreneur. And like she said, sometimes people just say, I know you're going to hook me up. I want you all to think about what I'm saying. And there's nothing wrong with hooking up people if they, if you feel like they deserve a hookup. Because knowing a person is not enough to get a hookup. Because I want you to catch what I'm dropping in 1 second. I'm about to read these comments. Okay. Girl, sometimes they don't even ask. They just, oh, I've read that. Wanted an XL set with all this designs and bling. It was mad when I said it was 75, which was a serious discount. Yes. And that is where it gets crazy because those same people who expect a special price, even when you give them a special price, and in this segs, ooh, 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 because this segs exactly into what I want to say. Because it be a serious discount. Because most of the time people be coming to you asking for the most and they want a serious discount because they already know that what they're asking for costs a lot. And they will have to pay somebody else a lot. But they feel like I know you ain't gonna charge me that. And really what they're saying is, come on now. I know this is not, you making a killing, you getting over. So don't be trying to get over on me. So what you gonna charge me? See my eye twitching. Oh, okay. Look, you can say I'm saying too. I'm really. I'm going too deep with it, but I promise you, I promise you, like I should have charged the price it really was. Then it would have been a whole other drama. And that's why I said it's important to understand who you want and what they look like, because who you want, you got to make sure that you are pulling those type of people in. Because if you build a clientele who can't afford what you are serving, then you're gonna always be struggling. You're gonna always have those demons where you are struggling with people and people throwing that back on you, trying to make you feel some type of way, like you being mean or you greedy or you this or you that. When they go to their job and they expect to be paid exactly what they think they worth, but you are made to feel guilty for expecting to be paid your worth on your job. So you gotta be careful with that one. Precious me, girl, you're late. You did not miss it though. Hey, hey Lexi, how are you? Yeah, everybody wants something for free, but you busted your ass to get. Exactly. You said I used to have a sign that said I work for pay and not for fun. I want my money when the work is done. Exactly. But people who know you or feel like they know you, it's me. They will look at that sign and be like, that don't apply to me. I promise you. It's like they don't even see it. It could almost be like braille on the wall, some braille for a blind person to fill on to try to see what it's saying because they don't even see it. It's for a blind person. It's just braille. It's braille because they don't see it. You said I look amazing, Chicago. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because guess what? This is my new lighting system. I have my new 3-point professional lighting system in here. So I'm glad. I feel like I look a little more crisp. And it's going to get even better once I move into a new space. So thank you. Then there's that person that says, hey, can you do my nails and never mention money until you do? Oh, we ain't even, you ain't even. It will be discussed, especially if it's somebody who I've never done before or somebody who know me but they've never been to me before. And this is how I'm going to make it clear that you are expected to pay. You start saying, well, what you trying to get? And when they tell you, be like, then you quote your damn prices. That's how you do that. Don't be booking with me. And see, that's why I have my booking system set up where you got to put a card down. See, you got to go back and maybe watch some of my old videos. I don't have those problems because you got to put your card down and even book with me. It's only like 2 people, really 1. And I still be trying to make her use the booking system because she act like she's scared of it and it's nothing to do. And I'm like, I want everybody on the booking system because you gotta make people respect your business. You do. People say they do, but they really don't. And they don't realize like the stuff that they do to us, they would be pissed if their job or their boss did that to them. All of them. So we gotta stand up. I don't like it when strangers ask for exchange of services. Like, nah, I prefer cash. Yeah, that exchange stuff gets messy. Every time I try to do an exchange, it never turns out right. It's only very few people I've done it with throughout the years, and that's because we were friends for real, and we weren't even keeping dibs. We just hooked each other up. It wasn't like I owe you this and I owe you this. It's just like we were friends. We both happened to have a service that we could offer. I remember I had a girl ask me to teach her because I just went through this. I remember I had a girl ask me to teach her to do nails, and I asked how much I would charge. I said 1,300, and she was gone. Do you know that I only charge $100 for a session, and people don't want to pay that little ass money? But you want me to teach you how to do something that's gonna make you thousands and help you live out your life, and you don't want to pay me $100? Then you don't want this, because I'm sure you got $100 worth of bull crap in that little whatever area you're working in. They don't be wanting it for real. Everybody wants something for nothing. It just grinds my gears. Lexi, thank you. I am. I'm keeping busy. That's what I'm doing. I'm using you all. I'm using you all to keep busy from what's happening right now. A girl asked me, sorry about the typo. Oh, okay. That's what it is. This video definitely looks sharper. It does. Okay. Yes, this is my new lighting system. I told you all I had a brand new lighting system. So I have a professional studio lighting. This is different lighting, because at first I was just using 2 ring lights, and now this is actual. I have 12 blue lights on me right now. I was looking like, I hope it's gonna start a fire in this old place, but I have straight up different lighting. So I thought it would be more crisp, and I think it'll get even better. So thank you. Thank you so much. How do you remove your feelings when doing family? Who is hard? It is hard because they are the worst. They are the worst offenders. Family they're the worst offenders, or people very close to you. They are the worst offenders who will try to take advantage of your skill. Like they just and a lot of us feel guilty. I don't want you to feel guilty. I want you to be insulted. Should be insulted. You're talking to me. Because people were saying, like, come on. I know what you charge. Your work good, but come on now. I know you're just getting over on them people. You don't charge me that, are you? I know you're not trying. Like, it's a lot of psychological stuff going behind that when people do that. Because those same people have money for everything else. Everything else. The shoes they wanted, the vacation they wanted, the hairstyle they wanted, the outfit they wanted, the car they pay for every month. They paid that price when it was presented. Listen to me. I'm so for real. I paid 300 for one session, but she wanted like actual classes. And it's crazy to me too that people are willing to pay 1,300 for a class that gives them no license. When you could just really, I know here in Chicago, you can add on another 1,000 to that and have a license. But people would rather save 1,000 or save $2,000 to say I took a class. And what people don't understand, a class means nothing. It just means that you got some continual education, but it's not official, and it doesn't protect you, and it doesn't allow you to get. And this is where my damn thumbs down will come. I don't care. I don't care. That's on you. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to do this as a career, invest in your career. How can you have every latest collection and every color shade of what's that there? Valentino, which I bought some of them powders this week. They all right. I gotta finish working on them. They're great, but they throw off my consistency a little bit. Gotta get used to them. But everybody got every shade of Valentino powder and all this stuff, and they don't want to spend the money on the stuff that really matters. Just like during this pandemic. The legit business people didn't worry during this pandemic for a lot of reasons. Financially, business-wise, clientele-wise, we did not really skip a beat. It just slowed down. But if you're set up correctly, there were resources available to you from the government. So, I mean, like, it's just, but people just want to do the easy way out. Let me just throw you a couple $100 so you can just teach me, because I don't care about being a legit business. I just want to get some fast money. Fast money come fast, and guess what? It go faster. Fast money come fast and it leave faster. And if you never learn that, you will soon. Every person I know, it never fails in my years on this earth. Every person I know that was trying to cut corners and get to the money fast, they always need to get more money. They always on edge trying to find the next dollar. Always on edge trying to find the next dollar because they cut too many corners. And I really, and I've been there before. If you watch my old videos, I was not licensed for many years, but I urge anybody who seriously want to do this, stop cutting corners. I said it, Chicago, stop cutting corners and make a plan at least to get your damn license at some point. Because if you want to do this, you cannot grow. And I say this in every video, you can only go so far without a license. And somebody, I make this much, I make this much. Yeah, you make this much doing what you do right now because it's trendy. Get your license because this is a roller coaster. Watch my old videos. I'm not going to go into that. I preach on that every time, but you have so many more options when you're licensed. Remember I talked about the guy early who does Angela Bassett and all of them? You got to have accreditation. You got to have something. And I'm going to be honest with you, to get to his level, to do makeup, he has to be a licensed esthetician. Okay? He's good, but so are a lot of people. You good, so are a lot of other people. Every girl think they're the prettiest girl. They got the biggest booty. It's always somebody better. Get over it. It's true. Get over yourself. You want to give yourself an advantage. And I ain't talking to nobody in particular. I'm just saying for whoever needs to hear it. Because I get hundreds of comments on all these videos every day. I'll be skimming through them. If you really want to do this and have longevity, set yourself up for success and give yourself every opportunity to be successful. When you cut corners in this business, you are allowing different elements to come in at any time and knock you down, such as COVID, different things. It'll hit you from angles you didn't even see coming because you don't understand the business. So I'm telling you all, have a plan. Have a plan and I'm done with that. You have to be straightforward with family. Then don't haggle with Target. So tell them not to haggle with you. Yeah. Now I'm going to tell you, I have some people who are supportive. I have had a family member who came to me. She always came. She brought people to me. And at one point when my business was struggling for a minute, that's when the crash happened in 2008. She wrote me a check and prepaid for services because she had it to do it. She never asked for a discount and she always tipped me well. Or even if one of my staff did her, she tipped everyone well. That is what people are supposed to do. And people can say, well, I just don't got it. They do have it. They have everything else they need to have. Okay? They didn't go up to the damn shoe counter and say, I just don't have all the money. I like these shoes and I really want these shoes. But I just don't have 99. I got 60. They don't, because they know they can't do that. So, you have to put yourself in that mind frame. So it's like, how do you do that with family? You have to change your mindset because if you don't, they will make you feel guilty. They will make you feel like you're a bad person. But you have to realize this is your job. And that same person that's asking you for this, what do you charge? What you going to charge me? That same person is going to work expecting to get exactly what they're charging them. See what I'm saying? They're not going to work and their boss is telling them, well, can we just pay you $13 an hour? I know we discussed 18, but can we just give you 13 because it's been a bad week? They will be looking for another job. So you have to change your mindset to understand that this is your job. And this ties into what I was just saying earlier, because a lot of you all have not set yourself up to be in this as a career and you are hustling. And so when you're hustling, it's easier for people to get in your mind because you don't have as much on the table. See, people only appreciate or really take, not say only appreciate, but once you put more time into something, once you put more money down, once you put more chips down on the table, once you have invested more, you will appreciate it more. You will protect it more. Okay? But if you only set up a table and just because you naturally know what to do and you just start doing it, it's just like fast money to you. But once you really put in the sweat equity, they call it sweat equity in the business world. Sweat equity is the blood, sweat, and tears, the going to school, the long days and nights, and not hardly seeing your kids or your husband or your boyfriend or whatever for a couple of months. That is called sweat equity, meaning you did what you had to do to get to the point where you are. When you get to that point, you will start to realize your own value more, and then it won't be so easy for other people to get in your head. Okay? You got to put in some sweat equity to get here, though, because it's a level of confidence that most people don't have. That's why this channel exists, because I need you to watch these videos to keep your mind in the right place. Also, do not try to build clientele off friends and family, and anybody here can tell you that, because it will mess with you. It will stress you out because they will constantly be trying to yo-yo you and guilt you. And don't look. I'm just kiki, and I'm just talking. I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna take a little breather. Here is the other problem with friends and family. And that's why I've been kind of backing up, and I made a lot of mistakes when I moved back here, and I know better. So I'm going to do better. The problem with friends and family, and really with friends, when you become friends with the clients, or you're too friendly with clients, or your friends become clients, not all of them, because I have some that have no problem. But you will run into those people that will start to blur the lines. And so when you're outside with these people, if they do something for you while you out, let's just say you are out at the bar and you said, girl, meet me up here for Taco Tuesdays. And you go up to Taco Tuesdays, and they when you get there, they say, I got the first round. And they bought you some tacos and they bought you a drink. They really be, some people, not all, some people be calculating that in their mind. So when you come back and you do their nails, you don't put your business hat back on. But they thinking like, I know she ain't gonna be charging me the regular price now, the way I be hooking her up. See what I'm saying? They be blurring those darn personal lines with the professional line. And that's why it's kind of sticky sometimes being friends with clients, because they will start to hold the friendship and the things they did for you in the friendship over your head when you put back on the business cap. And those are people you have to back away from, because they will start to not respect your business as a business. They feel like they're entitled to some type of hookup, even though you probably will hook them up anyway. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, you never want a person to make you feel like you owe them that. That's where you're going to get in the trick bag. Because once you start doing that and you let a person put you in that trick bag, I promise you, when you try to come out of it, it's going to ruin the relationship. Your old videos is what got me back in the groove. Yeah, them old videos are a mess. I'm telling you, I used to be all emotional and crying, like, you don't understand. Man, it's been 2 years and a lot has, I'm glad, Tamika, but um, look at here, look at here, look at here. I'm going to tell you that even since 2 years, my oldest videos to now, I have learned a lot of lessons from then to now. If you look at my videos now, you can see my demeanor is very, 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 very much more like straight. And you also notice that my demeanor has become hashtag unbothered. And I stay blessed. God love me because I do right by people. But I ain't going to screw myself in the process no more. No, I'm not. So we're right at an hour. I want to take a little break, refresh your drink, do whatever you got to do. And I'm going to come back with the third thing. And also, if you have any questions, because don't forget, this is a live Q&A. So if you have any questions, you want a mini consultation, this is the time to do it. You're not paying anything, so go ahead. Get your questions ready. Now available at www.chicagobeautysource.com. Again, that's www.chicagobeautysource.com. Hey, okay. Thank you for giving me that break there. You said, Keeper Nettie said, thank you for all your pep talks. They help revive my motivation. Sometimes I feel lost and tired. Yeah, and I feel that way sometimes too, especially in the winter. You always help recenter my thoughts. Yes, we need that. And that's why this channel exists. Because we have a lot of design videos, whatever. Those are great, but we need to have somebody that's keeping our mind in the right place in the beauty business, like the real stuff that no one talks about, but is on everyone's mind. So the third thing I wanted to talk about really quickly is this right here. I want to talk about bingo. Can you just let me know that you hear me really quickly? Because this is just the last thing I'm going to talk about. And then if you have questions, you can ask me. Can you hear me? We're going to talk about bingo. Right now, we are in the coronavirus. A lot of people can't go anywhere. And I just really think that this will be really fun. Can you all hear me? Just making sure. Let's see. Okay. I think this will be really fun. So if you're logging out right now, you're missing out on something, because what I'm going to do is we're going to play bingo this Monday. This is the big announcement. We're going to play bingo. Yes, baby. We're going to play bingo this Monday. And guess what? Guess what? Bingo is going to be free. Bingo is going to be free. We're going to play bingo for free because I really want to try this new software out. And I know that one person or a few people sent their money, and I was like, that's not enough people. So I want everyone to get a taste of bingo. So what I'm going to do, because it's not really about the money for me like that. I'm okay. You know, like it's like $15 to play bingo. That's not changing my life. So it's just like, okay, we're going to do the bingo for free. So anybody who wants to participate in bingo, what you have to do is you have to send me your email address, and that's it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to email you some bingo cards, and I am still going to, there we go. I'm still going to have prizes for each game, and I am going to ship them to you, and I'll pay for it. Okay, just so you know that it's okay. I'm going to be giving away free prizes, you guys. And also, I am going to be shipping them to you. So all you have to do is play bingo. If you want to participate in bingo, I need you to email me your email address. Send it to chicago@yahoo.com. I'm going to set up the game, and I'll email you some boards, and you can play the games and you can win prizes. I may do one session. I know I'm going to do more than one session, but I may do 3 sessions, 4 sessions, 5 sessions. But then we're going to do a coverall. The coverall is going to be the biggest prize. So I'll do it for free because I think it's going to be fun. And I got a lot of stuff that I need to get rid of around here. So what better way to do it than to play bingo, right? So we're going to do a bingo session this Monday for free. So yeah. And also, I would appreciate if you would tell your friends, tell your nail tech friends, or tell, somebody in the beauty industry, because the products and the prizes will be for the people in the beauty industry. It's going to be like gel polish, files, stuff like that. And it'll be shipped to you. It's just that simple. Like if you win and I, say, oh, your board is legit, because I can check your board and see if it's legit, then I'm going to say, email me, whatever your board number, whatever. I'll figure out that part. And then you just do that and I'll ship you your stuff. I have a way of knowing who's who because we do the auctions too. So yes. We're going to do bingo this Monday for free. And it's probably, I'm thinking right now, it's a lot going on in my life. But right now, I'm thinking it's going to be about 7:30 Central Time. Okay, 7:30 Central Time. And I want to let you know that a real bingo session can go an hour or two, probably 2 hours, more like 2 hours. But it's really, really fun because I think, yeah, Phoenix said it. I think Monday is better for a lot of people. So we're going to do it for Monday just so people can get a feel for it, and we'll be recording. And also, hmm, you have to come on. And you have to come on camera because I need to have at least, I can fit up to 10 people on camera. So if I fit up to 10 people on camera, then I'm gonna be in a little box over here. Where how do you do that? Over there, and it'll be like a whole bunch of little boxes here with people playing. So we'll be able to see it. You know, I want to have like, I want it to be like we're out and about because we can't get out a lot of places right now. Bingo halls are closed, but we can have virtual real bingo for real prizes, and we can see each other on the screen. Like, well, I'll be the caller, but you know, we'll be able to see each other on the screen as you all are searching and hoping. Well, you can click it. It's going to be a button. You can do it on your phone or whatever. You'll just be clicking. So if you can come on screen, that'll be good too. I do want to have a few people on the screen playing, or I could just be the commentator in the bingo, you know, hall background. So what do you all think about that? I'm just wondering. Let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts? Tell me. Say something. Go on. Say something. Oh, you say you be in class, but y'all have fun. Oh, that's okay. It'll be other ones. This is like one of the things I wanted to integrate into the channel, period. I have so many ideas, but I really want to do this one. I just want to see how it's going to go. I think it'll be fun. It is all digital, so I think that'll really be fun. It's just work for me. It's fine. Yeah. So I hope you all like that idea. If you want to participate in bingo, email me, and all you have to do is say, I want to do bingo, and send me your email address, and I'm going to send it out. And that's it. You have, what's today? Saturday. You got all day, all night tonight, tomorrow. And if I can fit you in, if you send it on Monday, if you're watching this video and you send it on Monday, if I get it in time and I get a chance to do it, I'll do it. But it's best to try to send it in today, Saturday night, or Sunday. Okay? That's right. B17, B17, y'all. You better hit it. Because I'm a fun bingo caller, okay? Because I do keynote parties at my house, and I'm a fun caller. Because I speed up on you, then I slow it down, tell a little joke, then I speed up on you. So you want to do this. Free bingo. So that's it for that. Does anyone have any questions or issues that they want to talk about? Just wondering. Just wondering. Don't be shy. Don't forget to watch Fake Famous too. Okay. Okay. And other people, feel free to chime in. As a starter, licensed nail tech, what is a reasonable price, starting price? And how do you know it's time to increase pricing? I don't want to lowball myself. Yeah, it's a loaded question. I say, and everybody feel free to chime in, it depends, because it depends on your skill level. And it kind of depends on where you are to starting out, because you can really be like a very expensive nail technician anywhere, but it takes time to build your brand to kind of demand that type of pricing. But if you're a starter, it depends on where your skill level is. So you have to kind of be honest with yourself. Like, do your nails look like a beginner's nails? Because if they look like a beginner's nails, then you got to start out with like kind of a kit fee, sort of thing. And then you can just kind of see where your niche is and what you're really good at, what you're not good at. You can do it that way. But if you're kind of like pretty decent, I'm seeing that the starting price for acrylic, you kind of beginner, I would say $30 or so just to start out. But then you gotta build a ticket. So you should watch my last video. Are you a $40 chick? the last video to break it down. That will really help you, because $30 is just a starting price, and that's why how you don't want to end up being the $40 chick, because you don't have a buildable price list. So you can start out at 30 or 25 just to kind of get people's interest peaked, but then you will start to learn how to build your ticket. So that, and then your natural nails, it kind of it depends on where you are again, because a lot of people know how to do acrylic, but they can't polish a nail to save their life really good. They can't do a good manicure. I know a ton of nail techs that are great at acrylic, and if you ask them to polish, go into one of these spas and polish some sets, they would get complaints, because it's a different skill set. So yeah, it just depends on where your skill level is. I will say for natural nails, I would say look for people that you like and try to find some price lists. But I would say for acrylic, definitely I would say 25, 30, but have a way to build and add on at least $2 here, $5 there. If you're kind of new and your work kind of reflects that. Okay. And then when do you know when to go up? You know, because your clientele will start to build and people will tell you that your work is good, and you'll see that your work is lasting. And when you get to that point, then you need to not instantly go up, but like say on the first of the year, whatever, increase your prices from there, or whatever. So did that answer the question? Natural nails, I would say if you're not good at natural nails, that's something that you can kind of maybe do for like a manicure, $12, 13, $14. Just, and I suggest every nail tech, you need to learn how to do some natural nails and some no chips, okay? Because this industry does like this, and acrylic comes and goes, and people don't believe me, but you always want to be able to bounce and use your license. And with your license, if you are pretty decent at natural nails, I would still keep that skill, keep that on my price list. It's something I offer. So you got your hands on it a little bit. So if you ever need to, the salon you working in, all the clientele leave, or all the stylists leave. So all the clients left with the stylist. You want to be able to go work at that spa, or go work at J.C. Penney, or go work at, the department store. Because some department stores have need nail places. Gyms. Oh my God. I forgot to tell you all this. I forgot. I went and did a tour at a luxury gym, because one of my clients told me that my gym, they have taken away all the amenities, like the sauna, the hot tub, the pool, everything. They still want to pay the same price. So I'm like, you know what? I need to work out, because I got to build my lungs back up after having COVID, whatever. But I'm like, I'd rather pay more money if I can use the amenities, because the amenities to me are just as important as working out. So I went to a luxury gym that's like double the price I pay. And the nail tech was busy, baby. So nail tech licensed. Sorry. Just saying, just what I'm talking about. You licensed nail techs. Let's not sleep on these gyms, because these nail techs and these gyms are popping. Yeah, and you can get benefits and everything. So that's another avenue. When you're licensed, opportunities opened up. When you're not licensed, it kind of shrinks down a little bit. But that nail tech was busy when I walked in there. I was there for a minute, and when I walked in there, she was doing one person. When I walked out, because I was there about an hour, when I walked out, she was doing another person. That nail tech was busy, and it was on like a Wednesday. So you can only imagine what she's like on a Saturday or Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So keep that in mind. Don't skip on the gym. Just saying. Okay, you got it good. Been doing nails for years. Finally getting serious about my business. Having the hardest time deciding on a name. Had many over the years, but this one has to stick. Starting over in a new city, any advice? Yeah. What kind of nails do you do? What city are you moving to? How old are you? Those are my three questions. This will be this is like a mini consult. What city are you moving to? How old are you? What type of nails do you do or specialize in? Anyone else have a question? Feel free to type it on in. If you are on Facebook, I'm so sorry. I can't see your comments on here. I don't know why it's set up like that, but I don't see them. I'm so sorry. But you know what? Let me try to log in here and see if I can see them on my phone while she's answering this question. Hold on. I shouldn't have logged into Facebook because they had just announced that my aunt just passed away. So let me go to this group and see. I can't even think. Hold on. No, I'm sorry. Thank you. I gotta come back another day. I'm sorry.